Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Let's do a quest. Let's do something. Let's do this one. Let's jump over here and do that. These fault line ones are always kind of weird. Where does it want me to go exactly? Maybe outside? I don't like fault line. I can never tell where to go. Let's come over to here. Oh, see me from it before you go outside. Too late. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. 3 codes to find. Lots of people to beat up. Oh yeah. Hey Braddock, how are you doing today? How goes things, Mr. Braddock? Did I aggro another guy or two? I sure enough did. Where is our taunt? That's our taunt. Well, if you guys want to play, come in closer. Don't be shy. Let's see. Doing well, doing well. Yeah, I'm tired. It's been a very, very long week, so I'm just trying to relax a little. Just trying to relax a bit. It has been a rough week. Rough Rider. We have lots of bad guys in this dungeon, don't we? So normally with Tanker, I don't feel like I have to do the around the corner thing we talk about so much. Because for the most part, you know, you taunt them and they'll come in close because the way taunt works. on brutes and tankers. This shortens their range. Whack. Whack. Maybe the rest of the week you area. It's gonna be busy. It's gonna be a busy week. We have to take our moments of peace when we can get them nowadays. We do. I thought I heard a glowy around here. Oh, that was the desk I hit. I'm kind of out of it. I'm kind of like, woo, a little loopy right now. We definitely have seen the channel slow down a lot. There definitely is some of the interest has died down in the content that I do here. So it's been quiet on the channel. It's been quiet. My hot and spicy takes tends to chase people away, Mr. Braddock. Oh, we're just knocking these guys out with the old staff here. Gotta love staff and all the movements that comes with it. Uh-oh. Oof, I gotta figure that out. It's a Peter. Uh-oh, we chased away even Mr. Braddock. It says here that I have 0 current viewers. I don't know. Is YouTube lying to me? Is there anybody viewing? That's weird. I have 0 viewers and yet Peter is talking. What does it show on the YouTube website, Peter? Best time for you, it shows 1 viewer. I'm glad I'm not a ghost. Oh, it does show 1 viewer now, so I think my number is a little delayed, but it's just you and me, Peter. Oh, good grief. Freaking endurance issues. For the algo to advertise ya. Stupid algo. Oh, I don't know, Mr. Peter. I am exhausted. I am just... Stick a fork in me. I am done. I don't even know what to think anymore, Peter. It has been a rough week. Rough weekend, rough week, you name it, it's been rough. These guys here just want to make it rougher, Mr. Peter. Uh-oh. No, I saw that Spider-Man trailer. I don't know why it popped up on my YouTube feed this morning. I was just kind of chillaxing to a little YouTube in the morning. I saw it and I'm like, yeah, another stupid Marvel movie. I will say, though, I did recently watch the K-pop Demon Hunters thing on Netflix, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. That one looks pretty cool. I think the Marvel movies just feel so overdone. The K-pop thingy felt a little different. It was, as I told Shirley, to me it felt like a Disney Pixar movie. Just the Korean version of that. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I don't think it was like super mind blowing. I think like some people have told me it's the best thing since sliced bread type of deal. But I like it overall. I would say like for me, I could at least, if I was to do a top 10, animated movies type of deal, which would include plenty of Disney and Pixar, movies, it would rank in the top 10, but I don't know if it would make it to the top 3 for me. Sliced bread is great. Are you having sliced bread type of day there, Braddock? Two of my high school friends are splitting. I'm supposed to know who tells which one of them is correct. Oh, that's funny. I do have some thoughts on it, but some more detailed thoughts on it, but they don't help if you haven't already seen it. Oh, well, that is exciting. I can't wait to see the buff. I really hate these stupid force field generators. Oh, a prismatic aether. Lucky. Lucky, lucky, lucky. You received an Arachnos disguise. Oh. Ask everybody to spell my account. Oh. That would be interesting. That's probably a fun way to do it. When's this con, Peter? What the hell? Hey, I'm so confused. I'm using the oh, because I had an aura turned on. Oops. end of May, but I'm also going to One Day Con this Friday. Oh. Oh, come on. How many of you little peep shooters are there? What the hell? Did they just like... Oh, come on. I'm not in the mood for this today. I really am not. What did aggro? Somehow I had cleared out the room, and then all of a sudden they sent like 18 million arachnos doohickeys at me. I get it. It's supposed to be an infiltration mission. It's just clunky. Why I don't play stealth games. Gonna have fun, Mr. Peter. Think you're gonna have fun. You are. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do have a special for you today, Mr. Peter. I think I could start my special for you today. Maybe. Maybe. Expectations for Friday? I have high expectations for you, Peter. Well, that'll be pretty cool. If nothing else, that'll be pretty cool. I always try to stream it. Yeah, I might be able to watch some of that. I might be able to watch some of it. Let's go on to part 3. Now we have to go up there. Oh, I like how I'm still in the Fortuna outfit, though. This is pretty cool. Yeah. Might take energy, though. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a huge endurance cost. Peter's gotta get the word out about his stream. Search the first rubble. Rabble? Rubble? Hey, Lord Chaos, how are you doing today? How's things going, Lord Chaos? New character? Nah, this one's been around for a while. This is my primary tanker character. I don't have too many tanker characters because I don't find them the most exciting to solo, but this has been my primary one for a while. My staff one. Yeah, but we're definitely talking about how the channel's definitely been slowing down. I think people are getting a little tired of City of Heroes content. Might be time to mix it up. Or they're just tired of me, which, you know, that's understandable. Yeah, the Discord has totally slowed down. The subscriptions has slowed down. People don't, you know, what happens, and I've said this a lot. We saw this a lot when, so when the news came out that City of Heroes Homecoming was official and that NCSoft had given it its blessing, a lot of people came back to the game. A lot of people, the servers were slammed. People were back, and it was like this renaissance until it died off like 2 months later, right? People play the game. There's a lot of problems with it. There's a lot of things that keep this game from being fun. I've said it 100 million times. It is not a, you know, it is not a game for everybody. It's not a game for a lot of people. It's not even a game for the majority. It's not a game for even 10% of the people. It has a lot of design issues that really have not aged well. You know, some of the design decisions in the game have aged like, you know, milk. Some of them are really good decisions and I think work really well. But especially to younger players and stuff, no. And even older players are like, you know, when you're an older player like me, you've played a bunch of different games. And so you've seen the best of the best of the best, you know. This is something I say to Peter a lot. Like, I've played so many games that I have seen the best of what games have to offer. And so when I play a different game today, I tend to have this, this thing in my head of like, well, I've seen other games do the combat system better, or I've seen other games that don't penalize you like that for dying, and da-da-da-da. So things, especially you get older, things get on your nerves. And not just for older people too. A game like City of Heroes isn't just competing against other video games, it's competing against other forms of entertainment. Why play a City of Heroes game that's going to frustrate me for an hour about finding a person in the back of a dungeon when I can just watch TV? So it is what it is, but it's definitely got some things that people struggle with, that I struggle with, but people struggle with. And we're going to be playing a game. I'm going to be playing a game that has powers, telekinetic powers in it, and things like that. That probably doesn't have half of the other weird design stuff going on, like trying to find a person hidden in a building. I was working my Alpha Incarnate and I'm not getting max level, and you need a component that requires you to couple task forces, which isn't great. No, you don't. You don't need a component that needs task forces in that Lord Chaos. Have you seen my video on how to do the components? Are you familiar with my video? I mean, as much as I like to grouse about the problems with the game, that isn't one of them. Not nowadays. I hear a glowy. Glowy's over here. Oh, well, he was cute just standing over here. So if you remember in the Incarnate videos, right, there's an old way and a new way to do these things, right? An old way and new way. So if you're using the new way, that doesn't require anything from task forces. If you're looking at the old way, then it's going to look at stuff that, so let me show you how you can do your Alpha Incarnate here real quick here. By real quick, I mean wait 20 seconds for me to log out because I'm in fault line. Yeah, you don't, let's see here. All right. So we go to Carnets. We want to create like a max level, like whatever. And you see Favor of the Well. See, these up here at the top, see there's this huge list, right? Almost always the ones at the top half are the old way. So you're looking at the old way. Another way I know is when you look at Favor of the Well and you find it on this huge list, you're going to find it probably under like Favor of the Well conversion under Incarnate Shards, Incarnate Threads, type of thing. And what you should be using are Imperial Merits. Imperial Merits for your very rare stuff. If you're looking at Incarnate Shard for your very rare stuff, you're doing it wrong. You don't want to do that. You don't want to look under Incarnate Shard. That's the old way. You want to be looking at Imperial Merits. So if you're trying to build, and I don't know which one of these you're trying to build, but let's just say Agility, max level Agility, which looks like at the top, requires Favor of the Well. Give that a big middle finger, right? You're going to go down to like one of these bottom ones, and you're going to see, for example, this one requires Supercharged Capacitator, Meditation Techniques, and Self-Evolving Alloy. I'm pretty sure Supercharged Capacitator, Meditation Techniques are pretty common or just regular, whatever. But the super powered alloy Yeah, the self-evolving alloy. If you come over here to Imperium merits, it's probably under very rare. Self-evolving alloy right there. 30 Imperium merits. And you get Imperium merits by leveling through your extra levels. It'll give you Imperium merits every so many extra levels. You can also get them by running the story. You could also get a few by running the incarnate story arcs that you find in Ouroboros. You can do those solo. You might recall I have like a video or 3 out there where you can run. So you can run, and I usually recommend you do this on any new 50. Run these Dark Astoria incarnate. They're called incarnate missions. There's some of these, like Burdens of the Past in particular. This takes 15-20 minutes. And at the end of it, you get your choice of either a random incarnate salvage, which comes from the new salvage method, or 2 Imperium merits. Yeah. So you should be doing the new way. It should only require Imperium merits, which doesn't require the task force, is my point. All right. Remember, when you go to alpha, you go to agility. And let's say you're picking like this one here. I'll try to make it big so it's easier to see. But if you're seeing favor of the Welbra, that's the old way. Give it a middle finger, dude. No one does it this way anymore. Don't do it this way. The only time I ever do it this way is right here. You're going to see like Notice of the Well. That's a free item you get when you do the Task Force of the Week. So for the tier 3 on the alpha slot, which requires Notice of the Well with the old way and superconductive membrane with the new way, you might be able just to create it with the old way, because you might be sitting on some of those if you did the Task Force of the Week. But honestly, even if you can melt those Notices of the Wells down into threads, so I don't even worry about that too much. But for the 4th tier, you need Favors of the Well. No one's doing that. Well, I won't say no one. Someone's probably doing it. But that's the old way. It's really not the way to do it. If you start scrolling down, you'll see these about halfway down. The Favors. Okay, maybe it's more than halfway down. Okay. You start seeing self-evolving alloy, self-evolving alloy, self-evolving alloy. That's what you're looking for. This is the new method. When you get halfway down, you're getting to the new method. And you'll see different components. These are the components that you create using the Imperium merits. The Imperium merits and the incarnate threads. So your commons and uncommons are made with incarnate threads. And then your rare and very rares are made with Imperium merits. And here you can break down Notice of the Well into, that is not what I'm looking to do, upgrade. Notice to incarnate threads. You can change your Notice of the Wells into 40 incarnate threads. So if you do the weekly task force and you have Notice of the Wells, you can kind of use it to build tier 3, but a lot of us just break it down in incarnate threads. Does that make sense? Does that help? Okay. Right. No, look again, right? No, I'm not going to lower tier at all. Right? Watch what I'm doing here. You go to create, you go to alpha, you go to agility, right? See, I'm clicking on the top tier here. When you click on the top tier and it's showing you what you need to create, there's literally I don't know, over a dozen recipes, right? The top half are the old method. When they first released the system, it had Favor of the Well and what we call the incarnate shard items, right? But then later on, they built a second way to build these exact same alpha powers, tier 4 alpha powers, using a different set of salvages called the new way. And on the agility, you see that it requires self-evolving alloy rather than requiring Favor of the Wells. It also requires different minor things like meditation techniques and supercharged capacitors, right? These are just different recipes to create the same thing. They have to do so many recipes on tier 4 because the first ingredient you need is a combination of the two underneath of it. So you got all the permutations of what if you have this one and this one, or you have this one and this one, or this one and this one, this one, this one. So there's a lot listed here, but the actual salvage pieces you need aside from the enhancements underneath of it, the tier 3 enhancements, are all the same, right? Ancient Nictus Fragment, Incarnate Infused Nictus, and Favor of the Well. When you look through the first half of these, all of them require the same salvage pieces, right? Through about half of them. Then it changes halfway down to Supercharged Capacitor, Meditation Techniques, and Self-Evolving Alloy. Those are the new salvage. Those are the new salvage items. The new way to create those exact same enhancements. And it's much easier, much more solo friendly. Yeah, yeah. And you can create, when it comes, the biggest thing is the super rare thing on each one of these, right? Favor of the Well is super rare, and Self-Evolving Alloy is super rare. Now, Favor of the Well might require particular task force. Who knows? Who cares? I don't ever do it. The other method, which requires the Self-Evolving Alloy, requires Imperium merits. Basically, when you're creating these, you should be creating your rare and very rare from the Imperium merit catalog. That's where you should be creating those. And when it comes to like the common stuff, like this Ancient Nectus Figment or whatever have you, Ancient Fignus, yeah, that's going to be, I think, in the shard thing. Ancient Nictus, right? Fragment requires incarnate shards. If you're creating in the incarnate shard area, again, you're doing it kind of wrong. You can create this using the old method. If you're sitting on a Favor of the Well and all this jazz, you can, but you're going to have to do some weird shit to get that. It's harder. Yeah. So that should help. That should help. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. And you can do those, you know, with your new level 50 character. You can do those salvage missions, those Dark Historia missions, and get some salvage parts from that too. And generally, what I would recommend is if you have a new level 50 character, run those missions a few times and gather a collection of different salvage parts before you start building too many things. Because basically you have a limited amount of currency of incarnate threads and Imperium merits. I mean, you can make more money, or so to speak, but it takes time. So it's easier to do those missions and pick up some random salvage pieces first, and then buy the ones that you're missing after you've done a few runs, rather than buy everything from scratch. Well, you don't have very many missions for me. Yep, no problem. Button man. Yeah. Gotta pump those guys up. They look very happy. Go get them, boys. You gotta love the whip. Look at that whip. Oh yeah, no problem. I was trying different task forces before one I could get through. I'm glad I don't have to do that again. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of task forces and playing with other people. Definitely not. Not my favorite thing to do. Definitely not my favorite thing to do. Gosh. Oh, got some guys right there. How convenient. It's all about the whips. Hey, Braddock. You missed a crash course on incarnate powers. And how to create the tier 4. Level 10. There we go. Level 10, level 10. Level healthy, yeah. Crack Whip. You channel Hellfire into your weapon, making a pressive sweep, causing high fire damage in a wide cone. Has a larger range than most melee codes. Targets are stuck. Struck will have the resistance lowered for a short amount of time. Yeah, I see that. Accelerate metabolism. It's right. Crack that whip. It's all about cracking the whip. Wait, do I have an extra? Oh, I have radiation infection up here. I never did anything with. What is that? Negative to hit on target and defense debuff. So we need endurance reduction and a couple of hits. Couple of hit debuffs. There we go. Yeah, a little demon huntress lady's pretty good. Am I right, Boo? Am I right, kitty cat? Am I right? I'm right. So now we have this new kind of like cone attack here. I have somebody to aim it on, like these guys. Oh, it's pretty close range. Wait, it hit him and not him? Uh-oh. Demons are fun. The whip is something else. That whip makes it all worth it. Whip it good, dude. Oh yeah. Yeah, what cone? I don't. That's what it said. It said like it's a cone attack on this crack whip. We'll have to see if we can practice this against some street thugs here, right? So, let's see here. Okay, I think I got both of them that time. I have to wait for it to come back up again. It's just not very long range, I don't think. Oh, he knocked me down before I could do it. Rude. The demons are just so happy to kill things. See, it only got that one, but not that one, I don't think. Which, honestly, yeah, right? Target the guys in the back. Yeah, no, you're totally right, Brad. You know, honestly, we were talking about why people may not be super in love with City of Heroes and dropping out of it and stuff. And honestly, I'll tell you one of the reasons why, in my humble opinion, are cones. Honestly, cones suck in this game. Honestly, I don't know of too many games I've played where you play melee characters and you do attacks that are cones, right? It's either you hit a guy in front of you or you hit a bunch of guys in front of you, and then you have powers where you hit all the guys around you, right? Like sweeping AoE attacks. And I've streamed Muso games before, but Musos are really the best analogy that I have. But the cones in those games, well, there's not too many cones anyways. It's either you're hitting what's in front. I guess there really is kind of cones. I guess they're single, and I think in a lot of the cases, the single attacks, the light attacks, whatever you want to call them, are still small cones in front of you, right? But they're generous cones. They'll pretty much hit anything that's in front of you. And then, you know, anything that's a harder attack hits everything around you. It'll be like a spinning attack or whatever have you. Or it'll hit at least everything like pretty much 120 to 180 in front of you. This game is very stingy with its cones. So stingy. I've never had a game before when playing Melee where I'm so feel like I have to be so honed in on exactly where I'm positioned on an enemy before I do the melee hit, just so I can maybe get one or two more people within my quote-unquote cone or whatever have you. It's a really weird dynamic in this game. It's one of the reasons I tend to prefer just ranged attackers. And even then, some of the ranged things have kind of weird cones. The new broadsword throw has a very narrow cone. Yeah, that's sad. I just think it's like if you're going to tell me it's a balancing thing, make the cone wider and reduce the damage. Then, you know, like if it's if it's meant to be a single target attack, then make it a single target attack. How long have I been playing City of Heroes? A while. I mean, I don't know. I first started with Live way back in the day, but I've been on and off, and lots in Homecoming. You can see all my videos. I have tons of videos on Homecoming. I have several level 50s on Homecoming here. Good job, demons. Go get them, boys. Keeping my little demons healed the way nature intended. Oops. I probably shouldn't have that travel power turned on if I don't want to run out of endurance. Oh, did I not buy reveal on this character? Or did I? No, I got reveal. Oh, that is a weird design. Whoa, 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 whoa. Go get it, boys. How about you, Brett? How are you doing today? We're just using some demonic cancer-inducing radiation here. I feel the top, but it's still tolerable. But yeah, no, that feels like. No, nothing there. All right. Let me go and finish this, and I gotta take a call, it looks like. Yeah, I think I'll make this a shorter stream today. Speaking of not feeling top, I am completely more wiped than I thought I was. Figured I'd just do a little stream today, and thought maybe I'd go till noon my time, but I feel like I'm maybe too tired for even that. It is a quiet morning. Hopefully I'll be back Friday night. More energetic. I don't know where they put this lady at, though. Come on, demons. Come do the job. I still don't think that got anybody in between. Like, she did the animation, but I don't think I saw any damage there. Kablooey. I know. Level 11, yay. Got a cat loaf, got a cat loaf, I got a kitty cat loaf, loaf, loaf. Yeah, but I'll probably be streaming some other games here soon. I don't know what yet. We'll see how I feel. I'm so tired I can hardly guess. We'll see. Peter wants to do Vintage Story. Alright guys, I'll catch y'all later. I gotta take a phone call.